Time with Irbad Ibrahim on DTV1. You can get DTV1 on any decoder in Ghana by rescanning so that you tune in. Those who use a strong decoder and those who use a digibox can also tune into this channel, DTV1. The raging debate about homosexuality is exacerbating rather than abating. This week, and there has been a lot of activity on that front with various groups in this country serving as bulwarks against any legalization of homosexuality. And today we deepen the discourse and find out what the views of the good people of Ghana are. Later in the show, you will have the opportunity to phone in to make your contributions, but in the meantime, you can reach us via WhatsApp on 0552 225 911, 0552 225 911. You can watch us live on Facebook. We're streaming at DTV1GH, all in capital letters. And we go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we continue the discussion. Welcome back. Today, of course, our emphasis is going to be on Africa and how African leaders have spoken to this particular subject. We will sample views from across the continent. But in the interim, let's start on the domestic front. Yesterday, there was a press conference that was held by a coalition that is against any idea of the legalization of homosexuality in Ghana. And the conference was addressed by Council Musisfo Amweni. We go for that insight. When we come back, we continue the discussion. Stick and stay.
We welcome you to our press briefing. Let me say a very big welcome to all of you, and a big akwaba to you as well, and to say please join us in this maiden media briefing by the National Coalition for Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values. That's our name, the National Coalition for Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values. As a reaction to David Cameron's statement made in 2012 or thereabout, our president, Professor John Evans Arthur Mills, at that time indicated and spoke strongly that we in Ghana, and he virtually spoke for all of us in Africa, we will not accept the LGBT rights lobbies and the activism. In fact, David Cameron had said that if we in Africa, in a developing environment, do not accede to what they are asking for, that is, we don't legalize LGBT rights, then they will strip us of their aid. And Professor Mills spoke against it. Now, when he did, a lot of Ghanaians all around also responded. Politicians, religious leaders, and everybody within the community responded. But then after some time, everything went quiet. So one of the young universities that had then come out, Emmanuel University College, put together a stakeholders meeting to find out how we can coalesce around the views that had popped up after Professor Mills had spoken. And so on the 18th of December 2013, the coalition, the National Coalition for Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values, was born. Now ours is a vibrant socio-religious cultural movement dedicated to unrepenting broad strategic objectives, as I'm going to set out below. First of all, we want to provide a coordinated, well-researched, Afrocentric response to the LGBT rights activism and propaganda around the world. Now, this sort of propaganda threatens to undermine the social, moral, and spiritual values underpinning our individual, family, clan, is to expose the barefaced lies, half-truths, myths, and propaganda being churned out by LGBT rights activists and their well-coordinated collaborators around the world. Question of LGBT rights. The question is, when we have our foreign dignitaries coming to Ghana, my fellow journalists and friends, do you have the opportunity to even ask them questions? No. And I'm happy you're responding. You can't even ask them questions.
Okay, you're welcome. You just heard spokesperson for the group that is, fighting against any idea of the legalization of homosexuality in the Republic of Ghana, lawyer Moses For Amweni. This is a view that is shared on the streets of Ghana, and people find the idea of a man sleeping with another man and a woman sleeping with a woman quite repugnant. So we ask, should Ghana criminalize or legalize homosexuality? This is just besides the point, because there is a groundswell of resistance against any such idea, because people think that it would be a complete erosion of our African culture and identity, and therefore African leaders have spoken to the issue as well, and many of them have expressed views that are antithetical to the views that were shared by Theresa May, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, when she proposed during the Commonwealth Summit to Ghana's president that the UK stands ready to help Ghana soften its anti-gay laws. So we go for an insight of sampled views of African leaders speaking to the issue of homosexuality. Do enjoy.
And also with the comments that have been passed already. I want to say about this LGBT thing that is going around, first of all, is demonic. And we must call it as it is. And as has been said already, we believe the love of God is so powerful that it can liberate those who are caught up with this deviant behavior, this demonic behavior. It can set them free. So if they will avail themselves, I want to stand on behalf of the pastors of this country and say that we are ready to pray with them and to get them delivered of this demon. I also want to say that this is a deviant behavior. It is a psychiatric and psychological, problem.
Thank you.
That must be addressed with the appropriate, counseling. And I also want to say that it is a sociological problem. And as my brother has said, I think we need to educate the citizenry of this country on our norms, our values, which we must not give up for anything. I believe some of you might have heard of the president of my council, Apostle Professor Opoku, speaking on this when the British Prime Minister made a suggestion to our president. And normally our president is a very reserved person, but the way he spoke, you would have realized that he was agitated.
Their societal norms and ideals are different from those which exist in Prime Minister Karam's society. I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. As a government, we will abide by the principles enshrined in our Constitution, which Constitution is supreme. Let me also say that whilst we acknowledge all the financial assistance and all the aid which has been given to us by our development partners, we will not accept any aid with strings attached if that aid will not inure to our interest, or the implementation or the utilization of that aid with strings attached would rather worsen our plight as a nation or destroy the very society that we want to use the money to improve.
Expression. So I want to ask you about what is happening in your country and homosexuality, for example, which I believe is illegal and it's punishable. I mean, why is homosexuality still illegal in your country?
These the social, cultural issues, if you like. I don't believe that in Ghana so far a sufficiently strong coalition has emerged, which is having that impact on public opinion that will say, change it. Let's then have a new paradigm in Ghana.
Is that something you would get behind?
I think that it is something that is bound to happen. And when that happens,
what's going to provoke it? What's going to make it happen?
Oh, well, it's the activity, like elsewhere in the world. The activities of individuals, of groups. I grew up in England. I went to school as a young boy in England, and I grew up at a time in England when homosexuality was banned there. It was illegal, and I lived a period when British politicians thought it was anathema even to think about changing the law, and then suddenly the activities of individuals, of groups, a certain awareness, a certain development grew and grew and grew stronger, and it forced a change in law. I believe that those are the same processes that will bring about changes in our situation. At the moment, I don't see that in Ghana there is that strong current of opinion that is saying this is something that we need to deal with. It's not so far a matter which is on the agenda.
Nowhere does the Charter arrogate the right to some to sit in judgment over others in carrying out this universal obligation. In that regard, we reject the politicization of this important issue and the application of double standards to victimize those who dare think and act independently of the self-anointed prefects of our time. We equally reject attempts to prescribe new rights that are contrary to our values, norms, traditions, and beliefs. We are not gays. Towards Agenda 2063, unquote. We reiterate our unwavering support to the just cause of the Palestinian people. Do we agree, Mr. United States? We also reiterate that lasting peace in the Middle East can only be achieved through negotiations to achieve a two-state solution based on the pre-1967 borders. We are concerned by the increase in tensions in that region and urge the United Nations to assume its responsibility and bring an end to this senseless conflict. University of Science and I've also read of the tragedy and loss of life in the Mediterranean. The majority of the affected people are from Syria or from other countries devastated by conflict and instability induced in great part by the destabilization policies of external forces. This tragic situation could have been avoided through the respect of the independence of other countries and non-interference in their internal affairs.
One of the major issues, and it's a holdover from sort of colonial Victorian, is the issue of sexual preference in many African countries. In Kenya, to be gay, the LGBT community is illegal. They just want to have equal rights, the same privacy and equality as all other Kenyans do. Is that something that you aspire to for your country?
I want to be very clear, Christiana. I will not engage in a subject that is of no, it is not of any major importance to the people and the Republic of Kenya. This is not an issue, as you would want to put it, of human rights or this. This is an issue of society, of our own base as a culture, as a people, regardless of which community you come from. This is not acceptable. This is not agreeable. This is not about Uhuru Kenyatta saying yes or no. This is an issue that the people of Kenya themselves, who have bestowed upon themselves a constitution, right, after several years, have clearly stated that this is not a subject that they are willing to engage in, yeah, at this time and moment. In years to come, possibly long after I'm president, who knows? Maybe our society will have reached a stage where those are issues that people are willing, freely and open to discuss. I have to be honest with you. And that is the position that we have always maintained. Those are the laws that we have, and those are laws that are 100% supported by 99% of the Kenyan people, irregardless of where they come from.
So,
It's a very
you're going to get yourself into trouble. Because what you've categorically just stated is that this is not an issue for us, for the Kenyan people,
Yes.
and you don't think that the idea of their privacy, their equality, their rights is
Christian,
important.
this is,
but it's a global issue right now.
It's important to them where they are.
Why is it not
I am
important
saying
to you
that it
as
is
president
not
of the country?
important to me as the leader of 49 million Kenyans. And after, if you want to ask me my personal opinion,
What is your personal opinion?
after I finish my process, I can talk about my personal opinion. But as the leader of the people of the Republic of Kenya, I represent that which our people are desirous to be. And I have no choice, but that is my position.
Would you publicly say that people who are LGBT, gay members of the Kenyan population should not be discriminated against, should not be violated, should not be abused?
No Kenyan should be abused, should be, mistreated in any particular. Every Kenyan is protected by law, every single Kenyan. But they also must recognize that their freedoms are also, must be taken into the entire context of the society that they live in. Because this is not a question of governments accepting or not accepting. This is a question of society, right?
Currently, it's a legal process.
Yes. And that legal process is based on the society that you live in, and that's why laws are made. So, I think that's all I have to say about that particular subject.
Thanks for sticking and staying with us. we are still interrogating what Africa thinks about the idea of either legalizing or criminalizing homosexuality on this continent, with proper emphasis on the Republic of Ghana. And just gone by are views or were views of prominent African leaders on this subject. You heard the speech of former Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe on the floor of the UN General Assembly on this subject. You heard the voice of former President John Evans Atta Mills of the Republic of Ghana. You heard the voice of Uhuru Kenyatta, the current president of Kenya, and the views he shared on this, and the fact that as an individual representing the interests and the idiosyncratic needs of 49 million people, in his view, homosexuality is not a priority. He would rather concentrate on other issues that are important to his country. I've also heard Ghana's President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, respond to questions on whether Ghana has got people that are ready to mobilize for LGBT rights in this country. You may join the discussion now by expressing your views via WhatsApp on our WhatsApp line 0552 225 911. I repeat, our WhatsApp line 0552 225 911, or you can phone in on 0302 904 768 0302 904 768. Should homosexuality be a priority for this continent, the continent of Africa? I think we have our first caller on the line, but before then, this is a text message from Rosina Entry from Kaneshi here in Accra. She says, I like the views of the African presidents and wish our president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo would state his position on this subject. Continue to share views via text message on 0552 225 911 or call us on 0302 904 768. We have our first caller on the line. Hello, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Simania, calling from Sugakope.
Thank you so much, Ima, for making time.
Yeah. In fact, you see, I am just so much surprised about this gay issue. One thing is that Africa and Ghana as a whole, I am just so much surprised that these European countries, they are not thinking about the welfare of we Africans. Butter and bread is the issue that we should be talking about. How our people will get employment and how we will live a very decent and then a very good life. Rather than posing this their inhuman and then unreasonable thinking of human life on us. You see, I am just so much surprised that our African leaders, they were so much bold enough to tell them, look, our culture does not permit this type of attitude and behavior. But it's rather unfortunate my own president, my own leader was bold enough to say that, look, to me, as a lawyer, I am not in line with your culture. For that matter, we are not ready for it. But rather giving them the suggestion and showing them the way forward for them to outline their models and the way how to manage and then bring up this type of behavior.
Okay, thank you so much.
I pray that God should intervene and then our generation,
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you, Ima from Sogakope. And we have another caller. You can call the line that is displayed on your screen. And you could also send us your thoughts via WhatsApp on 0552 225 911. Hello, your name and where you calling from? I'm sorry.
Hi. My name is Mike. I'm calling from Tadi.
Okay, Mike from Tadi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can hear you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to contribute a little to this program.
Please do, Mike.
Yeah. You see,
sorry, Mike. The line to call is 03.
and I feel that we're not willing to.
Okay, thank you so much, Mike. Sorry, I think Mike wasn't too audible on the line. Hello, I think we have another caller. The number is scrolling on your set, is displayed on your set, so to speak, or you can send messages on 0552 225 911. Hello. Okay, there is a message from Abdullah Hussein from Tamale. He says, Ghana is my country and I believe Ghanaians would stand for their dignity. Mamaga from the Volta region says, we lost our dignity since the colonial era and now they want us to legalize this abhorrent act. We shall fight to preserve our norms. Hello, your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, and I'm Kipo Abdul Samad calling from Techiman.
Okay, thank you for calling us from Techiman.
Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead. You can make your point.
Okay. Thank you very much for a wonderful program. I think this is the first day I'm watching this program. And actually it's very good, and I think we should make it something that will last forever. For our leaders in the continent, I don't know, we are yearning for the Ghana state. When we go to the international level, due to the aid and other support that we get, due to that we aren't able to express our views to the best of our culture and other ideologies. I think the issue on this day and what happened at the Western world, some countries have taken it as a lesson. It's totally our culture in Ghana and Africa view. Even religiously, all the religions kick against it. So our leaders should be bold enough, regardless of the consequences, to tell the foreign masters that we are not ready and we won't bite to that idea.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for making your point from Techiman. We have another caller on the line. Hello, your name and where you calling us from? Yeah, hello.
We have another caller.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
Yo, hi, good evening.
Jamaluddin from Wa.
Okay, Jamaluddin from Wa. Thanks for making time.
Actually, what President, the response from Kenyan president and the rest of the president, actually we are happy that our president, we want him to respond to this issue. People are waiting because even the creator created Adam and Eve, rather. Even the animal kingdom, sorry to say, in the animal kingdom, the male follow the female, right? And we are not, even in our local tradition here, we don't accept gays. We want our president to speak out. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for making time. You can send us your text messages as well on 0552 225 911 0552 225 911. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Alex.
Alex,
Hello?
you calling from where, Alex?
Yeah, my name is Alex. I'm calling from
You calling from where?
Tadi.
Tadi. Okay, Alex, make your point.
Yeah, what I want to say is I listened to the interviews granted to the various executives. You could see that out of the many people, it was only Akufo-Addo who was not able to see an emphatic answer. In fact, I was disappointed in the answer that he gave. He should have told them point blank that he is not going to accept what the Western world went out to practice. In fact, the answer he gave was very, very disappointing. As a president, we represent the people of Ghana. And if we are saying we don't like it, you have to tell them point blank that we don't like it. You don't have to be beating about it. I think that is what I want.
Okay, thank you so much, my good friend from Takoradi. Thanks for making your point. There is a text message from Francis Dennis. He says, I'm really disgusted at this. Okay, I'll take the next call. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Good evening, your name and where you calling from, bro? Okay, you're calling from Aflao. Okay. Yes, you can make your point.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Boss, you can make
oh, please feel free. Feel free. Feel free.
The entire mechanic way a quanyama the company for. I saw Muslim Sunday extra broker, Mram Babaji, a start the Boston, Ramadan Tapanaba, and we went near this year. When they are proposal and yes, and turning point to look at Rome, Nadia better because in turning for Mutia Kunyaki, a Mrabro on the buy on the dear start make deep to come with the Amrenoa. Come on, Pania Mama, your man fire start to now find near the Omope. Into way, when I saw Muslim Catrabro say, when you are somebody buy and you must say, and to my Nadia bed.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling, my dear brother from Aflao. The text messages can continue to come on 0552 225 911. Hello? Hello? Okay, I lost you, caller. Someone says, these same issues happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, and God's anger came upon them. So as Christians and Muslims, have we not taken any cue from that? This is an abomination. This comes from Kofi Asama from Goso. Hello, your name and where you calling from, bro?
My name is Michael. I call earlier on.
Okay, Mike, you can make your point. And sorry we lost you the first time.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
I was saying that because we still go to them for support, that's why most of the time they decide for us. Trying our leaders to sit up. If we call ourselves an Indian country, at least we are supposed to manage our own affairs. So if we are still going, that's what they will decide for us. So our president should be clear enough to tell them we are not willing. If that's the reason why they are going to support the funds and support they've been giving us, they should. Okay. They should stop cruising in this V8 and all those things and use our money wisely. We can at least do something for ourselves.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you. Thank you so much, Mike, and thanks for your tenacity. You had the patience to come back a second time. So you can. We will take a few more calls. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Your name and where you calling from?
John, calling from Southeast Nigeria.
John, you calling us from Nigeria?
John, calling from Southeast Nigeria.
Welcome, John, and good to have you from Nigeria. You can make your point, John.
Yeah. Now, these people, they brought democracy. Thank you. Thank you. These people, they brought democracy to Africa. We accept with a pure mind. And also, we like it. If this the same issue, we will not accept it. It's not our nature. It is abomination unto the Lord and unto Africa and general. So it's not our nature, so we will not abide that they are. So that's now.
Oh, sorry, we lost you. Okay, I think kindly call again for our viewers from across the border and people calling internationally. You can lower your set just like all domestic callers. Hello? 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 Yo, hi, welcome to the show. Okay, I think the call dropped. Yeah, we have you back. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Frank. I'm calling from the community, from Florida.
Okay, welcome to the show, bro.
The point I would like to make is that
yes, can you speak up a little, bro?
Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Alright, and in this country, at this very juncture, or at this moment, our discussion is to focus on economic activity, but not on this issue.
Okay.
That should never and ever affect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And there is another caller. Hello. Your text messages via WhatsApp can come to 0552 225 911. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yo, hi. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Kokobite.
And what's your name, my lady?
My name is Tirakwashi.
Okay, Madam Kwashi. Okay, make your point, Madam Kwashi.
My name is Tirakwashi.
Okay, feel free, madam.
Yes, please. I just want to say that we will not allow gay people in our continent, especially African continent, not only here.
Okay.
Not only Ghana, but all over Africa continent. We will not allow Sodom and Gomorrah, our African continent. I'm really mad about this issue, really.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Hello. Okay, so I'll take the next batch of. Okay, there's another call on the line. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Your name and where you calling from, bro?
How are you, sir?
I'm great.
Okay. To speak to the issue.
Yeah, your name and where you calling us from?
My name is Umar Sanda.
You calling from?
Calling from Mim in the Brown region.
Okay, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Iba.
Okay.
What I want to do is, what I think is that countries like Ghana and other African countries must begin to make specific laws to ban this gay and lesbian, whatever they call it, because we know these things will not help us. Another thing I would like to say is, when these white men were bringing us the Bible, bringing the Bible to Africa, does it mean that they did not believe in what they were bringing us? Does it mean that they used it to deceive us? Or what do they mean? Because they brought us this religion called Christianity. In the Bible, Sodom and Gomorrah was banned because of these issues. Why are they telling us to do this? Does it mean that they want to destroy us? What is the meaning of this?
Okay.
So I think our country should be bold enough to initiate legislation to ban this thing completely, so that nobody will even talk about it.
Okay, thank you so much for making.
It's human rights.
Okay.
Does it mean that if somebody decides to marry the mother, we can say that is human rights? If somebody decides to marry the sister, can we say that is a human right? If somebody decides that he is going to be taken in the street, can we say that is human rights? Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thanks for calling. And we have another caller on the line. Hello. So you can send us your text messages on 0552 225 911. Yeah, hello. Yo, hi. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. This is Zakaria, calling from Tekina.
Okay, welcome, bro.
It's like this is issue on. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes. Because this is an issue for Africa holistically. So for me, it's high time that the AU stand up, for them as the president, come together and then to make sure that we fight against this oppression for Western.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, bro. And there is another caller on the line. Hello. 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 Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Wisdom Akrobotu.
Okay, you calling us from?
My name is Wisdom Akrobotu. I'm calling from Sulako region.
Okay, please make your point, bro.
Sulako region.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, hello. Okay, I think I'll. Yes, I can.
Yes.
Okay. This is from Denugani. He says Africa is blessed with a lot of mineral resources and they continue to exploit us. Now they want to impose on us this evil act. We shall resist any oppressor's rule with all our hearts and strength. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Hello? Hello?
My name is Gabriel.
Okay, you calling
from Akwamuma.
Okay, and make your point, bro.
Yeah. When they are talking about these things, it's not pertaining to Christians. As Christians, we are not supposed to follow this kind of behavior. You see, the president of Ghana, he needs to speak bold and talk to them how the former president, Professor Ivan Satamos, talked that he will never in the country.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother. Yeah, hello. We have another caller on the line. Hello. There is this message coming from one of our viewers. He says he's a chief. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Christian, calling from Sherman, Morgantown.
Okay, Christian, make your point. Christian, you can make your point. Hello, Christian. When we voted in our presidential elections, did we swear? Did we swear in the majority? Okay, hello. Hello. Yeah, hi, good evening. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Thanks for making time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from? Oh, sorry. Reposition yourself and call again. The message I was reading earlier, when we vote for in presidential elections, do we swear in the majority or minority? If the so-called elite can't do otherwise in their so-called democracy, then the majority here in Africa is against LGBT. You need to be quite decorous in your choice of words. I'll redact this. I will not read this part. You are Chief Hun. You have to be decorous in your messages. You can express divergent views without using words that are incendiary. And someone says our president is not clear on that issue. He should have been bold enough to say that the act goes against our culture and values, and rather than going around the perimeter. May Allah save us from this calamity. This is Mumin from Bole. So you can send your views on this very important subject. And when you look at the tapestry of messages and calls we are receiving, an overwhelming number of our viewers think that Africa is not ready to legalize homosexuality. But it is said opinions are like noses, and in a democratic environment, divergent views are accommodated and appreciated. So you can send your WhatsApp messages to 0552 225 911. I would beg those in the MCR kindly. Okay, great. So I think I can take 2 more calls. Yes, 0302 904 768. You can also send your text messages via WhatsApp to 0552 225 911. When all is said, what gets done? And we've heard what the general masses have got to say on this subject. We've heard what Ghana's former president, His Excellency Evans Atta Mills, said on this subject. We've heard what our current president, His Excellency Nana Addo, has had to say on this subject. And we've heard views from across Africa. Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya and Roberto Mugabe, formerly of Zimbabwe. And there is a message from Nigeria. This one is quite a long message, and we stream across the world, and therefore our audience are quite international. This is a long one from Nigeria, and it's from Jeremiah. Jeremiah says this: the idea of legalizing same-sex marriage is not a good thing. The Western world have their views, and we Africans should also have our own views on things. Trying to copy their lifestyle is proof enough that we are ready to forget who we are. Sorry, the messages are coming, but I'm giving a little preference to an international viewer, Jeremiah from Nigeria. He says, trying to copy their lifestyle is proof enough that we are ready to forget who we are. We are Africans, a people of pride and dignity. We shouldn't be copying everything about the Western world, but we should show that their actions are theirs and we have our own values. If we say we want to do that abominable act by having same-sex marriage, then one day we will also have the free marriage right to marry who and what we like. Remember, those who follow the crowd end up nowhere. We should blaze new trails. Yes, we can copy technological development, but to copy the lifestyle, that's wrong. We have a culture, we have values and beliefs, and these have brought us this far. Thank you so much. This came from Jeremiah in Nigeria. And this is from Richard in Akache. Richard, you say homosexuality in Africa, the act is forbidden. The Western world is pushing Africans, and it is time we needed to push back. We must propagate our views. Let's ask ourselves, why are they pushing on us homosexuality? What is the agenda? And someone said, I'm Isaac Youngson from Swedro. I just want to say that we Ghanaians, we don't want guys to be sleeping with guys. We beg our president to stop doing this evil act because God dislikes it. I think the president isn't doing it. People have called for the president to categorically state his position on this subject. MCR, if you don't mind, kindly pull up the text number on the screen. We've taken enough calls. I'll take a few messages and then we draw the curtain on this. So the number to text us on is 0552 225 911. We take the last batch of messages, then we call it a wrap. One last message. My director says my time is up. One last message. This came much earlier. This was from Francis Dennis. He said, I'm really disgusted at this idea of LGBT, and it is looking like an agenda by these so-called imperialists, in his words, to impose on us a curse, but we know the battle still remains the Lord's. All too soon, we've come yet again to the end of another edition of Time with Irbad Ibrahim. I thank you so much for making time of your evening to contribute in diverse ways via text and via phone to this program. And this program has been ably put together by a strong team led by executive producer Mr. George Nugent, my director Godfred Aite, head of production Eric Beidu or Bongo, my indefatigable co-producers Peter Joyla Lambon and Everlasting Johnson, and motion and graphics came from Samson Ni Odeba. MCR was controlled by Philip Hammond and Duke Yao. Sound was controlled by Bernard Osei, and camera was controlled by Ernest Dansa. Till we come your way with another edition of Time with Irbad Ibrahim, stay blessed and remain true to your African identity. Thank you.